Good morning and welcome to my live. And it's a beautiful day here. The energy is very high. I've just come through to connect with you all, hoping to bring in the love, the knowledge, the wisdom of the higher frequency and light. The energy is beautiful, it's high. I'm just going to go in with the flow, generating a beautiful audience along the way. Blessings to you all on this day. I'm just going to bring in the frequency and vibration in from the cosmic realms, and I'm just going to go with the flow. Okay. It is time now, dear ones, to connect with your sacred hearts. For many shifts are taking place at this time. The knowledge and wisdom coming through from the higher lights is upon thee. Be blessed in all that you do. Many souls may feel that they are stuck at this time within their path and their light. It is time now to embrace and be empowered, to sit in stillness of love and silence, a time of reflection, a time of contemplation, a time of reflection, and a time of renewal. There is an abundance at this time of cosmic movements within our galaxy and within the universe as a whole. And we are now bringing through a conduit of higher light and energy to the hearts of you all. It is a time now to focus upon your higher heart. For within the higher heart is the abundance of truth. In the tide of your personal ascension and the ascension of your planet as a whole, it is a time to embrace yourself, to know that you have come forth to this planet for a divine mission, for a divine reason. Embrace the higher energy and frequency that's coming forth to your heart. With a heightened frequency and vibration, all things shall be made manifest. Okay, thank you very much. I'm now going to bring through some more messages. There is a tide of energy that's coming through at this time. Many of us have felt a huge wave of energy coming through this particular week. Certainly with the fall for, I call it the 4444 gateway. I personally have been connecting with 4/4s, and there's been a huge wave of higher energy and light coming through. Many of you may have felt this energy coming through is about divine balance, a shift in the polar energy and light, integration of polarity, entering into a sense of divine oneness. Shifts are happening within yourself to bring forth a greater sense of balance. Many of you will feel, as you're integrating a higher energy, will feel a sense of feeling tired, and it's all normal. It is time to rest. So many of you who have been feeling that you're blocked and you're not progressing, it is okay, because it is a time of rest. Sometimes when we're hitting a high energy download, we go through this, like this curve, and it is okay to go through this curve, because sometimes we have to, our energy, our bodies have to integrate the higher frequency. I'm just, as I say, I'm just sitting here again. I'm just receiving some information and downloads coming through. So it is a time of transformation, for the key of knowledge is now unfolding. In the higher light, all things are being made manifest. It is now time to achieve a greater wisdom and light, for the truth of the universe is unfolding. It is now time to embrace a greater effort to transform yourself into this greater understanding. For the kingdom of the light is now unfolding. A time to shine your light from within. For the greater purpose of your personal ascension sits within the vortex of your sacred heart. Release doubts, release fear. Know your self-worth. Embrace yourself with love and compassion. Freedom is the key to a greater understanding. As you embrace the golden age of light within, may this be shine out to all humanity. As above, so below. As within, so without. As with the universe, so with the soul. All things shall be made manifest. I'm just now integrating some more information coming through. It is now time to transcend into greater unity and oneness. The great mergence of this divine time is to be able to dissolve self with the Great One, enabling your divinity and light to transcend. Know that within the higher lights of understanding, you came down to this earth formless, soul, light, source energy, bringing forth a higher light of understanding. For you see, in the tide of greater understanding, you are connected divinely to the light and truth. See yourself, still ones, like a river, flowing into the ocean. And as it's flowing down into the ocean, losing its banks that has created its bounds and ties, see these banks falling away. And as you enter into the ocean, knowing that the river and the ocean is one. You cannot dissolve yourself in the space in which you feel a great indifference. Only love can unite the soul with the divine light. It is now time for you to integrate and to merge within the divine light. Greater sense of oneness is the key. In order to enrich yourselves with the particles of light. For it is now time to enter a new birth in the light and to become the light. Blessings to you all. Many moons have passed in the system of worlds as we are going with the flow. Many planets, many constellations, many cosmic shifts are taking place at this time. As we are entering a flow of higher light, we come into a greater awareness of the galactic portals that are now activating within our hearts. The manifestation of truth is now drawing nigh. Universal truths are now unfolding. Greater shifts are now happening. The cycle of time and space draws nigh as the spiral of life is now igniting. The conduit of light and energy coming in from the great central sun is activating many galactic portals upon Gaia Earth at this time. For all has been divinely planned since the beginning. It is now time, dear ones, to come forth and to be of service. Blessings. There is a lot of shifts happening at this time. I've been connecting with the crystal skulls recently, and as I have been connecting with the crystal skulls, I've been connecting with 13 crystal skulls that align with the 13 sacred keys, the 13 chakras, 13 sacred tones, 13 planets of this universe. I'm still channeling quite a lot of this information, trying to align some of the skulls to the actual planets, to the different chakras, stargates, and so forth. I'm still working as I'm showing you this now. There's a lot coming through. I've recently connected energetically with Shana Ra, which is a 6th crystal skull. Beautiful, beautiful energy and light. And as I connected with Shana Ra, I connected with the solar sun, very much the solar sun energy and the golden light. And he's assigned to the solar plexus. So many people, as you're connecting with solar sun, there's been a lot of solar activity coming through recently, certainly since spring equinox and the spring equinox gateway. There has been a lot of solar activity. Spring equinox opened up an awful lot more gateways to the Hyperborean timelines and the gateways of the Hyperborean race. Many would have witnessed a phenomenon taking place of the aurora borealis. And it was taking place up in the north and down in the south. And this particular year, spring equinox, we have had a record number of events up in the north and in the south. Many will have witnessed what you call the green emerald streams of light coming through. The green emerald stripes and the rays coming in is what we call the emerald gateways to the great central sun, the solar. And also it's specifically in the northern side, on the northern template of the earth, we have what you call the ancient civilizations, the very first 2 root races, which is very etheric in nature. It's the polar or the polar race or Polaris, and the Hyperborean race. So these 2 particular civilizations and races are now activating. They were the very first 2 root races, but it was etheric in nature, so the energy upon the earth right at the beginning was not physical. It wasn't physical in capacity. The reason why these events take place up in the north and the south, it is about connecting the balance of the north and the south. And one would liken the north to be masculine, the south to be feminine. So we have, again, the polar shift. So if you look at the polar shift, north-south, Arctic, Antarctic, and so forth. So you have the polar shift. Polar shift is about shifting, bringing back into an essence of great oneness. We also have what you call one of the ancient, I would say, is one of the ancient philosophies of bringing and bridging the north and the south. And it is time to actually be that bridge, be that conduit, bringing that into sense of oneness. I also am going to reflect this energy and light to North and South America, because right now in the Americas there's a struggle with North and South, and the high beings of light, the Elohim councils, the Galactic Federation, the Universal Confederation of Planets are wanting the oneness. We are not here to build walls of separation. We are not here to create a wall between North and South. That is something that the lower matrix of understanding will want to create. They want to bridge and separate. They want to separate. They are working in separation consciousness. This is not what we are here. This is not why we are here. This is not what we are about. We're not here to be separation consciousness. We are here to bring everything back into a greater sense of oneness, peace, harmony. We're not here to block or to build walls. We are here to tear down the walls. Every time I connect with Horus, he says to me, tell them it is time to tear down the walls of their being, to tear down the walls that's tying them back, tear down the walls that is holding them from progression. So as we are raising our frequency and light into a new higher state of consciousness, we know that in the higher light of things we cannot build walls. It is now time, as the philosophy says, that the eagle and the condor must fly together side by side once more. The divine masculine and the divine feminine must come into union. It starts with self. When you are working from the space of separation, you walk the path being alone. It is not time to walk the path of being alone anymore. It is a time to walk with each other side by side. This is why I love coming live sometimes, because when I come live and I'm connecting with you all, we're all global. We're all in different parts of the world. And I love the way that in this life cycle and how humanity has shifted, I give thanks sometimes to technology, because we're able to come together to share this love, to share this light, to share this healing energy, to actually sit in circle, with you all, from where we all are. We're energetically holding hands at this time, send healing out to the world from our spaces in our homes, from different parts of this beautiful earth. And it is a blessing for us to come together. I know on my early stages, when I was sharing stuff out and I was connecting with people online, and I know I have been blessed in sitting in circles here in the UK to develop mediumship, to develop healing, and stuff like that. I've sat in circles. This is what mediums do. And we build beautiful conduit of energy. We allow the grace of spirit to come in, our loved ones, our guides, our angels to come in to share the messages of light. So we're able to do this now in this beautiful space, creating the beautiful space of light and healing, to share the energy that's coming in from the universe, to share the energy that's coming in from the great central sun and the galactic center. So it is a time, and somebody's trying to call me. It is time. It is a time to be in that space. Sorry about that. Somebody was trying to call me. So it is time to be in that space. Just bear with me a minute. Somebody's trying to call. So it is time to be in that space. Somebody's trying to call me on my messenger whilst I'm doing a live. So getting back to that, it is about being in that space of great oneness, to be in that space of love and understanding, to develop ourselves, to share in our experiences and our light. So what I would like to do now is, as we're sitting in this beautiful space of love, light and healing, is to join hands from wherever you are around the world, and to send forth this beautiful love and healing light out to those whom are in need of it at this time. Focusing upon those who are in hospital, those who are unwell, the injured, the frail. I want to give a special mention to those whom are facing cancer treatment, who are undergoing treatment for cancer. I also want to send healing out to those who are in palliative care, facing end of this life cycle, facing a transition, and to those whom are supporting them through this transition, to the families and the loved ones, and also to the bereaved. I also want to send and focus healing energy to the homeless, and the hungry, and to those countries who are experiencing deep poverty. I also want to focus healing energy at this time to those whom are in warfare and conflict. Let the golden light of the great central sun shine down upon each and every one who is in need of this healing at this time. So it is done. I'd like to say thank you for all who have joined me for this transmission today. I wish you all a blessed and beautiful day. God bless you all, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless.